Storm Rue with the ball. They continue to have glimpses of opportunities, Bali United. But coughing up possession here is dangerous. Elvis caps over. The step overs, but no finish. And Howdy with a good last-ditch challenge.
It was really good defending in the end. Elvis flying through. So dangerous when he can get a bit of space into which to run, carry the ball. He's got really good, tight, close dribbling control. Changes direction nicely. Shifts his weight over the ball often to make space, but Howdy does very, very well to anticipate and slide in. So, fourth corner for victory. Basher, keeper and defender not on the same wavelength, but they do get it out of the penalty area. And now 3-on-2. Can they form a counter? Lee Broxham stops it in its tracks and returning with interest. Apprehensive to cross the ball. Leaves it for Storm Rue. Camps over. Tried to do a bit too much. Salvatore very unhappy on the victory sidelines with how that attack fell apart. Sweeping cross. And the shot on the turn. Clever from Platja. Element of surprise and a corner for his team. Well, Bali have come down this right-hand side with real effect. In fact, every time they've had any sort of settled possession and they've moved down the right, inside right channel, they've looked like a decent football team, like more than decent. And the ball into Fletcher, shoots on the turn first time, nearly caught victory napping. So the subsequent corner, and Robbie Cruz climbed all over by William Pacheco, who argues his innocence, but the foul has been given. And as long as it only stays at 1-0, Bali United look properly interested in getting this game back level, making a good contest of this one-off qualifying game. Of speed, attracting two defenders, was enough to put off his pass. That clearance from right back will gift it straight back to the home team, but they're prone, the Bali defence. Victory knocked the ball, passed the ball on an angle from the centre of defence out to, on this occasion, the left fullback Traore. Robbie Cruz is rolling in between the centre halves and getting so much space. And that little ball dropped over the top. Robbie will feast on that if victory can get the execution right, because the defence line is very high. Pressure on the ball is not been intense enough for Bali. Well done by Nouri to win the aerial duel this time. Lila Bali distributing back out to the right. More accurate pass this time from Diaz. This one under a bit more pressure will test him. And indeed he coughs it up. Robbie Cruz, turn and go. Does he fancy the shot in traffic? Defers to Josh Hope. And now to Boots. That's well worked in the end by Fadil Salsu. Very well worked. Able to diffuse and launch. And now Platja. Lillipali has to chase after Storm Rue and Lawrence Thomas. A decisive clearance. Nouri. And a little clumsy from Naboot. Well, other end of the field, that last attack on goal by Melbourne Victory just showed the signs, Teo, of a little bit of lethargy from Victory, based on the fact that we've had that many positive incursions into the Bali defence area. Ball does not get over the line, so the attack keeps going. And Platja has skied it. Paulo Sergio bemoaning his teammates, saying, "Leave it for me." And the big man can't keep it down.
And whilst ever they don't finish off their chances at the other end, they remain exposed to this type of opportunity for Bali, who, just to repeat, have shown plenty of danger as they've gone forward.
But in that angle makes you wonder how he's managed to put it over the bar.
The procession of really positive chances and attacks for Melbourne victory. That last effort, ball out to Andrew Naboot from Josh Hope, had time to measure something, deliver something, that he hits the first defender. Just as a worrying indication that they're getting the ball up there too easy. They just think it's a matter of time, and you can't afford to lose your edge, because you won't capitalise on those chances in the first instance, and as a function of that, the door open for your opponents at the other end of the field.
Naboot stripped of the ball here. Ricky Fadrin, one of the handful of capped Indonesian internationals in this Bali United team. Certainly not a league champion that dominates its national team. Curiously, their goalkeeper, Hendrawan, was actually called up for his first cap at age 35 last year. Will he be called into action at the end of this phase of play? Plenty of white shirts defending his net in the meantime. Hope knew that the challenge of Nuri was coming. Indeed loses out. Bad area to lose the ball if the referee's whistle hadn't intervened for Fadil Salsu. Haven't done much talking about the refereeing crew so far tonight. May it stay that way. Now getting forward down the right. Putra Diaz. Yavaz Ronnie. William Pacheco fancies the long rangy cross. Here the shouts of Lily as Lilipali is unable to find his teammates. Instead, Naboot to Cruz. Bali scrambling back. Josh Hope's the man in the middle. Cruz holds up, waits for more runners. And now goes himself. Good save. Well on Hendrawan with his best save of the night.
Clever from Cruz. A great little ball from Naboot. This is this space in behind. They'll cut Bali to pieces with this constant movement and the speed of Robbie Cruz. And everyone in the Bali team is looking like they're expecting Robbie Cruz to try and find a support on the far post. He jinks to his left quite brilliantly and shoots to force a very, very good save.
See the corner count now becoming quite lopsided. A short variation this time. Hope trying to keep it going. Carlos Sergio into the header. Lilipali. Picked the right pass here. Platja directing traffic from midfield. Finally a supporting runner in the form of Paulo Sergio. Now Bali United trying to keep the speed in this attack. Will he go himself? Paulo Sergio! Lawrence Thomas denies him. Great attempts, and what a good counter-attack.
It's beautiful summing up the situation from Paulo Sergio. Comes through the Portuguese system with a couple of the big clubs too as a junior, so he's learnt the game, but a beautiful technique. He opened the avenue to goal there with a beautiful little dummy. Really powerful shot. Beaten away by Lawrence Thomas.
And with the shouts of their fans in their ear under this corner, it's going to be a retake. Referee with the final warning. There are other fans, many of them in the Bali United gear. They've got a good bay full of vocal supporters here, hoping for an equaliser, but it won't be forthcoming with that corner kick. Can they get a second time ball into a dangerous area? Pacheco had stayed forward, it was a header at ground level. That cleans up from Broxham.
Pacheco's asking the question, why are you hitting a grass cutter when I'm clearly the tallest player in the field and I'm the centre of the goal? Find me.
Another very underwhelming corner that barely makes it to the edge of the 6-yard box. So now from a central position, Thomas is up. This is dangerous. Yabez Roni. He's going to drive it back in the attempted back heel. This time it's a goal kick, and William Pacheco couldn't quite get the angles correct.
Well, yeah, there's enough danger in this Bali team. We keep saying it for Victory to be on high alert. I don't think they were on high enough alert there. Very clever, Viduka-esque. At the near post from Pacheco, he got a mouthful from Fletcher. He said, why didn't you leave it? I could have hit it in on the spin.
So he's been on both sides of that discussion now, both diving in front of a teammate and having one not let it roll on. As you can see there, Bali United in the last 10 minutes have started to look a lot more dangerous. They've got a foothold in this game. Melbourne Victory want a buffer. Robbie Cruz can provide it here. If he gets the cut back right, which he does, it is two. And Melbourne Victory, thanks to Josh Hope, now have that safety net they crave. It's the home fans singing after the simplest of tap-ins for Hope.
Well, he's deserved this, Josh Hope. It's a superb ball from Basher. Great awareness, excellent execution. Unselfish move away from the goal-scoring position from Elvis Kamsoba. Notice that he angled towards the near post, which is where all the traffic was, and left Josh Hope with free space. And you hate to say it because you've seen some horrible misses already in this A-League season, but he couldn't miss from there. And he deserves this goal. He's been very, very good to start this match, Josh Hope.
So, will Hope's goal give Victory a bit more safety and security? How much more brave will Bali United be trying to peg back one of these two goals now? I feel like an equaliser really could have changed the complexion of the game. Now that it's 2-0, it's a big mountain to climb. Sasu. Fletcher. His legs taken out by Broxham. If they have a super boot in the team, now they're trying to just nick a metre or two, but the referee is quickly out with the spray can here, so looking at that scene, you'd say it's probably beyond a direct shot unless you get a 1 in 1,000 ping. The way the players are setting up suggests that it's going to be bent onto a teammate's head. Not quite, and the flag is up for offside, so they got that totally wrong. Scorer, kicking the ball away. He's trying to take advantage, but Victory midfielder all now transitioning back behind the ball. And yet there is space here for Diaz. Can he get the cross right? Fletcher was the hope, surrounded by Victory defenders. Diaz again, led by Broxham. Pacheco, all the way back to Hendrewan. 5 minutes of regulation time left in this first half. It's been a fast tempo and entertaining start to Australia's involvement in the AFC Champions League for the new campaign. apologising to a couple of teammates. Dancing over challenges. Kamsoba isolated. He skipped past one, but it drove him just wide enough. Traore's cross. No one home. Controls the ball, but very unhappy with Yabez Ronnie for not being exactly where the ball went out. You wonder if Clutch is just starting to see the red mist a bit here. He's going to tap the ankles of Broxham. Unhappy with his teammates, unhappy with the ref. No doubt, unhappy with the scoreboard. Lee Broxham says, come on, ref, got to put my boot back on. The stadium had fallen quiet. Victory fans taking matters literally and figuratively into their own hands. Cruz. To do it all out of a 1-on-3. Does get fouled.
Yep. Dancing nicely. They closed in, committed the foul. No particular urgency from Melbourne Victory to get things restarted again.
Just taking a bit of the sting out of the game since going 2-0 up. Feels like the tempo has just eased off a little. Perhaps now it's Bali who need to be worried that if Victory score again before half-time, it'll be out of their reach for the second 45. Another foul. It's just starting to add up as well. Hasn't been a dirty or ill-tempered game, but that's 17 total fouls for the half.
Not only late players reaching in, but Salvatore has shut up shop for the half, just telling Storm Roo back to right fullback Stormy and drop anchor. Let's close this one off, get into the sheds. That's what I read from the body language of the Victory coach.
His own heart rate would have dropped because the flailing arms and fast pacing up and down the technical area has well and truly eased up. Yet Victory may still be on for a third before the break. Hope. Here where Storm Roo was making the run. Lesiotis. Hope again. And Kamsoba. Hope gets involved and breaks for him kindly. And a little tangle of legs.
Well, he was pretty prominent in that whole build-up, Josh Hart. So, real conviction at the end. All the good lead-up work. Space, good space in the penalty area. That's where the mind's got to really close in, sharpen up.
And takes the ball away. Still has plenty to do. Trying to reach top speed. And turn behind for a corner. So if they are hurry it up here, Victory. They will take it before the minute of stoppage expires.
It's good physical work from the boot. Isolating the left fullback, Ricky Fargin. Winning the corner. Can Victory win a third goal on the back of it?
Bash's corner. And as it's booted away, that will be half-time. So Melbourne Victory have shown enough to suggest that they are the superior team, but not without some enterprising play from Bali United. And a dozen or so half chances, some of which could have ended up in the back of the net, which means this one is far from over, even though Melbourne Victory very much have the upper hand. Half-time at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium. Melbourne Victory 2, Bali United 0. Stick around because the best action from that first half and a bit of analysis of how the game's going is coming up with Andy Harper and Michael Zappone right here on Fox Sports.
January sale ends Monday. Save on a huge range of quality furniture for every room of your home. The Nick Scarley January sale ends Monday.
Grey roots in need of a quick touch-up? Try Claral Root Touch-Up Colour Blending Gel from Chemist Warehouse. This multi-use, damage-free formula is perfect for quickly touching up greys and last 10 washes. Simply apply, rinse and dry to refresh roots in just 10 minutes. New Claral Root Touch-Up Colour Blending Gel is just $9.99 at Chemist Warehouse. No mixing, no mess, no greys. Live, look, feel fabulous every day at Chemist Warehouse.
To look right at your baby, but here's my number. Don't call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number.
Always make a good impression.
Connecting Bluetooth.
Or just be yourself. Change the rules. The new look Toyota CHR. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Just one night, madam?
That's right.
And with your gold card discount, that will be $120 for the night, please.
4-star hotel with a pool for this price. Not bad. $95 for the night, please. Wait, what?
Well, if you use Trivago, Trivago will compare prices from hundreds of websites worldwide, making it simple to find a great deal on your hotel. Give it a go. Hotel Trivago.
There are those amongst us that give a little more. You might not notice them, but those few standing proud are the reason some can stand at all. Army Reserve. Challenge yourself.
Beth is doing damage with the bat.
Crowd is up as well.
Rachel's got it covered. What a catch.
Rachel Hayes!
Lanning's score gets high, and Ash is just on the line.
Shot.
The shooter's taking aim again.
Hungry Jack's new Tropical Whopper with juicy pineapple, double bacon, and smoky barbecue sauce. Get the Tropical Whopper with Hungry Jack's delivery on menu log. The Nick Scarley January sale ends Monday. Save on a huge range of quality furniture for every room of your home. The Nick Scarley January sale ends Monday. Where is the wreckage?
It was understood at the highest level that this was almost certain.
MH370, February 19 and 20 on Sky News Australia.
The next stage of the
Association Champions League qualifiers awaits the victor of tonight's game between Melbourne Victory and Bali United. So far, it's the home side who hold the advantage. Melbourne Victory 2-0 up at half-time at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium. Welcome back to Melbourne Rectangular Stadium here in the heart of the CBD. Andy Harper joins me. Harp's full of entertainment. That could have been a tennis score in the first set here at half-time.
Or a Big Bash score.
Yeah.
Look, Melbourne Victory thoroughly dominant in as far as chances are concerned. There's been a few moments, as we've seen and enjoyed, really, some of the football from Bali in attacking the Victory goal has been pretty crisp. There haven't been many occasions. Victory have basically run the thing, but there have been times when they've built nicely and broken nicely and put Melbourne Victory right on notice. I'm not sure if they've heeded that warning, to be honest with you. I think they've relied on their overall superiority, thinking this is going to take care of itself, which gets to the point about the number of chances that have been created and not finished off.
Let's have a look at some of those that were finished off. Mijin Basha was brought to Melbourne Victory this season, one of their new recruits. Must say he hasn't had the best of starts, but in the last couple of weeks we've seen what he's capable of, and tonight he's been involved in both of their goals.
Yeah, well, he's been the best of the unknown recruits, if we can put it that way. You know, Kiki Dobras has moved on. Jakob Poulsen hasn't set the world on fire, and of the three that Australian audiences, Victory fans, wouldn't have known, because Naboot's a former player, of course, so too Robbie Cruz. Bash has been the best of that new crop. He scored a goal in the A-League. This is a great goal to ease the nerves. They'd fired a couple early and missed that they probably should have scored, and Basher nailed the one he got. It was a really good finish. Great lead-up work by Storm Roo as well.
Bali did come back into the game. We'll take a look at some of their chances. But Melbourne Victory did get another one, and creating all those chances, they needed another one, didn't they, heading into the half-time break? It was Josh Hope, who's also been very impressive. All the good lead-up work by Basher and Cruz. An easy finish in the end, although if it was Elvis Kamsoba, you would have been wondering.
Who knows? and maybe this is why Elvis veered away for the cutback into the traffic, to give him the credit, the benefit of the doubt, which I'm very prepared to do. His run towards Robbie Cruz now has attracted all the attention of the defenders, which left the avenue to goal open for Hope, who's been great. He's had a really good first half, Josh Hope, and he deserves that goal. He's from the very first whistle, and you couldn't say this about two or three of his teammates. They took a little while to get into the swing of things, but not Josh Hope. He was right on the job from the very first whistle and deserved that goal, certainly.
In between those two goals, Bali will be ruining some missed chances. They created a lot of them after Victory scored there first, and they'll be shaking their heads in the sheds right now thinking what could have been.
Well, they've got some goal-scoring prowess. We saw in the pre-game that they have qualified for this stage clear of a 5-3 away win in Singapore. Platjes has scored plenty of goals, the Dutchman. He's a very strong unit. He had a couple of good chances he didn't maximise and got frustrated with a couple of his teammates for what he believed was them getting in his way. But these are enough sights on goal from an away team to think, you know, we're a chance here. We can believe in our quality. Paulo Sergio, a really crafty bit of work. And he's a very accomplished midfielder, but at the tail end of his career, 35 years of age. So he hasn't been as dominant. Perhaps that's part of the reason. But when he gets his chance to play, you can see the Portuguese DNA in his football, not just his overall culture and his background. So, and then that back heel from Pacheco, the really tall, lanky centre half, from set pieces, if Bali can get any sort of share of them, you'd think he'd be a dangerous target because he's the tallest player in the field, but it was the other end of his anatomy that looked dangerous then. And Victory dodged one because it could easily have been a goal for Bali.
They created plenty of chances. I touched on Elvis Kamsoba, Melbourne Victory. What does he have to do to score a goal? It's starting to weigh on him as a player now, you get the sense.
I would say so.
I don't know how he missed one of these. He hit the post twice, and he'd just be thinking, what do I need to do? Do I walk under a ladder on Friday the 13th?
Yeah, well, I think he's done that a few times to get to this point. But, bigger names have missed. Robbie Cruz should have finished that. He had another good chance, Robbie Cruz. Andrew Naboot's had a couple of sights on goal. That was the first, and another down the right-hand side. And it's a beautiful ball from Naboot, this, to put Robbie Cruz away. But it's true with Elvis, and with everyone seeing the same thing, this is just getting to the point where he's got to believe this is actually going to happen. That the gorilla that's sitting on his shoulders is going to go. He's got to go through the mental processes of dealing with it. And that double effort, he did reasonably well on the header, but if he nails that, then you don't have to worry about the rebound that bounces off you, and then you think, woe is me, all again. But, he's a very bright customer, Elvis Kamsoba, got a very buoyant personality. This is the one. Yeah, that's a good header. for all intents and purposes. And just when you need the rebound to come off you and into the goal, it just doesn't happen for you. But if he keeps plugging away, and there's no indication that he won't because he's such a bright, effervescent type footballer, it'll turn for him, and what a package when it does.
We saw it last week as well against Adelaide United as well, a few chances there. The second half, how does Carlos Salvatore approach this one? We know Oile Toivonen's on the bench. You get the sense that he might be saved for what's coming up, a big few weeks for Melbourne Victory, should the scoreline stay the same.
Yeah, that'd be my instinct. But for the players that take the field, I think there'd be two things. I think let's push Bali up when we're moving out. Let's push them up. Let's do it quicker because they're not able to reset the defence. Let's do it quicker, move the ball quicker. And guys, let's maintain the vigil, an intense vigil in the front half of the field. Once we've made those opportunities, which we know we're going to because we're a cut above as far as class is concerned and professionalism, we're going to make those chances. Then sharpen your focus and let's put this away.
Melbourne Victory looking for their 8th appearance in the Asian Champions League. We'll find out if they can get there or another step closer at least. On the other side of this break, they lead Bali United by 2-0, second half, right after this.
Mondella makes it easier to create the bathroom you've always wanted. From planning your design to choosing your style, even hints and tips on how to bring your dream bathroom to life. Imagine, choose, and transform your bathroom with Mondella.
There are those amongst us that give a little more. You might not notice them, but those few standing proud are the reason some can stand at all. Army Reserve. Challenge yourself.
Oh dear. NutriBoost. Packed with protein. Get it into them. When they need a pickup, give them NutriBoost. The 5-star milk drink for 1-star moments.
Well, you're obviously with Alinta Energy.
Yeah, of course. Especially with their great energy deal.
Shall we test them out?
Turn it off, mate. Join over 1 million Australians. Switch to Alinta Energy, supporting your home team.
Disneyland and Hawaii? Did you win the lottery?
Close enough. We checked with UNO to see if our home loan was as good as we thought it was, and yeah, we were overpaying by thousands. Things change. Interest rates, new lenders, better deals. Could have enjoyed this trip last year. UNO's smart technology reviewed thousands of options from Australia's top lenders, so we get a great home loan. And their friendly experts helped us all the way through to settlement. Plus, if you apply for a home loan before February 28, you'll receive $1,200 cash back when you settle. That's right, $1,200 cash back. Wow. And you'll get a better deal on your mortgage. With UNO, that's how you win at home loans. How good is your home loan? Check it out at unohomeloans.com.au today.
Hungry Jack's new Grill Masters Chorizo. Our thickest, juiciest Aussie Angus with premium flame grilled chorizo and smoky barbecue sauce on a brioche bun. The new Grill Masters Chorizo. Now delivering with menu log.
The joy of travelling the world is now on sale for 1 week only. For incredible deals on all international flights, be sure to book before midnight Sunday at Webjet.
As Australia moves to the NBN, now is the time to join an award-winning provider with service and performance that's out of this world. Turn to TPG. Get unlimited data with phone line for $59.99 a month. With more than 1.8 million broadband customers, our group is the second largest internet provider in Australia, connecting you to the internet.
tpg.com.au.
One of the first-half goal scorers, Josh Hope, with Melbourne Victory teammates Lesiotis, Elvis Campsova, Robbie Cruz, as they all ease back onto the pitch, getting ready for the second half of this match. And there's the other goal scorer, Egan Basha. What a good goal it was. It got things started. And so will there be a twist in the tail? Can Bali United muster up and went all the way extra time last week in Singapore. Can they mount a comeback here in Melbourne and try to find a way back into this tie, which right now is in Melbourne Victory's control. Melbourne Platja, the Dutchman, had plenty to say to his own teammates. Hello, Sergio, among them in that first half. They have shown plenty of feistiness in this game. The question is, can they turn it into a goal, specifically the next goal? That's what they need. Kicking off at 2-0 down. Now the Saudi reffing crew waiting for the all clear to get things back underway. Melbourne Victory with 1 foot in Japan in the next round of qualifying. Still a game and a half away from the group stage. But right now, part one of that journey is looking pretty good. Elvis Kamsova goes back to Adama Traore here at the start of this second half. Touch from Lesiotis, but some no-nonsense defending from Lee Broxham. And Andy Harper, what do Bali United try, if anything, to try and get back in this game? Was the first half showing enough to suggest that they might pinch the next goal?
Well, certainly you could mount a case for that. They've shown enough that they are a goal-scoring threat. They haven't shown that they can adequately defend their own goal for long periods. The problem is more Melbourne Victories finishing off those chances, of which they had a plethora in the first half. Might be inclined for Stefano to, when Victory have set the ball, drop your defence a little bit deeper and stop conceding, gifting that space in behind your defenders to the speed of Robbie Cruz. It just seems suicidal to me.
He did have that really good spell between the 25th and about 36th or 37th minute, where they had 5 shots to 1. And then it was followed by that second goal. Just took the air out of their sails. I think both teams ended up playing for half-time in those final 5 minutes. Will there be a renewed intensity to things now? James Donachie to Lee Broxham. Into the path of Robbie Cruz. Good touch into the area for Hope. Banana boots, and that one curls into the grasp of the keeper. Rawan Hendrawan with an early touch.
That was a tough one for the boot. Tougher because the ball only just made him from Josh Hope, who was stretching himself. Beautifully brought down it was by Robbie Cruz. It all go down as a chance for Victory, but not one of those really clear-cut ones.
Use the body to protect the ball from Andrew Putradias, the players who had a lot of the play down that right flank. Spin pulls the strings. Paulo Sergio out to the left side, and Ricky Fadrin. 17 caps for the Indonesia national team, so definitely one of the brighter players in this side as far as his prospects go. Sergio calls off his teammates, takes command. Yabos Ronnie. It's not quite the big booming cross they needed from that deep. Good shallow in the end from Diaz. Now Sergio will try it again. Out the go Diaz. Back to Yabos Ronnie. Donachie prevents Platja taking a free swing at that ball. Is it third time lucky down the right side? Bali United stringing the passes together, asking a few questions. And Victory have all the answers. William Pacheco. That pass breaks the wrong way for the attackers. Central defender who did have one of the good half chances in that first half, not able to turn provider on that occasion. After a little spell of defending, Victory will take their turn to attack through Elvis Kamsova. decelerate and turn back. Such is Carlos Salvature's enthusiasm. He wandered 2 steps out onto the pitch, shouted instructions. He'll do so again. His team down in the other half. Here's the foul that has led to this mid-range free kick. So he releases Ricky Fudrin. The ball presented right back to victory. Indonesian teams just the one win in 4 attempts against Australian sides in the AFC Champions League. Persik Kediri beating Sydney FC all the way back in 2007. It's a long time ago now. It was in Indonesia. Through qualifying, Adelaide, Melbourne Victory and Brisbane Roar have all made it to the group stage through qualifiers of various length. Of course, Newcastle Jets were playing in this stage last season. Won the first game, lost the second. Next season in the Champions League, it's going to be 1 team straight through to the group stage and 2 playing in the qualifiers. So, sure, these matches, teams at this level, going to command a bit more scouting attention, especially if it's an ambitious side that really wants to get through to the group stage. We can talk about the state of play because Victory have just taken a few moments to sort themselves out and switch flanks, and now back they go in search of a third. Too tall. Robbie Cruz caught behind him. A little tap of the ankles there from Josh.
Yeah, that's got to be worth a yellow card to me. Josh Hope is going to get one now for delaying the restart. He should have got one straight away. There's just zero interest in winning the ball. It's a non-football challenge. He couldn't resist kicking around. Players away. I don't know why the game allows that sort of cynical foul. Just totally aimed at stopping the play.
They're not able to do much from the resulting free kick, so Victory right back on the attack. Capsoba driving straight into Pacheco. Wore the full brunt of the shot. Edge of the box. Hope. Lesiotis. Stormroo. Counts it back. Cruz had time. Not able to take the ball with him. Pacheco now. You can see from his body language, he's not really happy with any of the options to pass to. Defers to Yanis Robbie. Stuck, Basher, Industrious. Now the long ball, flag is up. Robbie Cruz will pull up his run.
Yeah, it was a tight one. Elvis just reacted a little slowly to the off-the-ball movement of Robbie Cruz. Still in all, it was a tight call in the end. Could have gone either way.
There's Ronnie. Even though he went to ground early, Traore still had the wherewithal to take the ball. didn't look like one of those ones where you immediately think it's offside.
Well, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, clearly, by saying it was touch and go. It was not even close. One job to do.
It is Bada Ali Al-Shamrani, the Saudi assistant AR1 over on the near side. We'll see if his judgment gets tested again as Victory attack the right of screen as this half goes on. Diagonal ball. Yabez Ronnie, still full of running. Can't chase this one down. Of course, if Victory take care of business next Tuesday, it'll be Kashmir Antlers. It'll be a big week on the continent because the Olyroos are one win away halves from Tokyo and the Olympics.
Yeah, one win from the two games that remain. In the semi-final, obviously qualify for the under-23s final, but that's enough to secure the Olympic Games. But if they don't win, go into the third, fourth playoff, which they must then win. Third place goes through to Tokyo 2020, along with the first and second place teams.
Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. Hopefully, they go through to the final. Capso, good first touch to set him up. Then runs into Pacheco. You can see him trying, but not making much headway once the big defender engaged.
And you know, this is where the doubt comes in. He's just so alive. From these moments on, that's brilliant. Really sucking the defender, knock it past him. He's on fire at this point, but as it gets closer to goal, when the nerves start constricting, the creative juices stop flowing. Ran into quite significantly bigger frame of Pacheco, and he allowed him to be dictated on the outside. I think he should have had a crack at him on the inside, touch and shoot.
Because he does have such good acceleration and a good top speed, it's so noticeable when he slows down as well. It's more so than other players that you can see the apprehension in the way he runs. Now, will the flag go up here? Cruz comes back, it does. Sense that the referee was only ever going to raise his flag. For his sake, hopefully this one is the correct call. Bali United trying to take the ball away in the meantime. Rue, 50-50, and then backing out was Fadil. And so Melbourne Victory will take it and go. Rue. Kamsoba. Salvatore talking to his coaching team. The call's going to come to the subs for some changes. Victory welcomed them with a goal. Lesiotis. Venturing out to the left. Kamsoba. Lesiotis completes the 1-2, and that is a fine goal in its construction and beautifully executed by Robbie Cruz. Melbourne Victory have 3. Start booking flights for Japan and the next round of qualifying.
Well, he's missed a couple tonight, Robbie Cruz. He's forced a very good save as well from Hendra, the goalkeeper. But he has created one for Josh Hope. And now he's finished one, provided by Lesiotis at the near post, Robbie Cruz. Kamsoba has to be part of it as well. Anthony Lesiotis from midfield breaking forward, supporting Elvis Kamsoba, cutting it back beautifully. And Robbie Cruz on the near post doing perhaps what he should have done about 2 minutes into the game.
See his numbers there. He's been very busy in the penalty area. He's both creator and finisher now. Anthony Lesiotis, the man who made his debut in the Champions League under Kevin Muscat, left Melbourne City and switched to the rivals Melbourne Victory for more first-team opportunities. Very much holding his own. Very good in the build-up to that goal there. Now, You suspect Victory may well ring the changes with an eye on what's to happen domestically. Bali United have got 2 subs with the bib off as well. So changes afoot for both teams as we near the hour mark. And Victory 3 goals in the clear. There are a couple of the subs. I can tell you that one of them is Ruckman, who actually scored 2 in the Tampines game in Singapore as a sub. Strawberry goes back to his keeper. Space, Cruz for a double in moments, he handled it, and the referee saw it. He knows what a good chance it was, but it reared up into his hand and there wasn't much more he could do.
It was well spotted by Traore. The ball took a pretty wicked bounce. There's the handball.
And in a flash, a long ball down to the Bali attacking end, but Clutcher has been starved of touches or opportunity through 15 minutes of this second half. The other Bali player getting ready is Sidik Samima. They will be ready at the next break and play. Just hope for the sake of the competitiveness of this game that it's not Paulo Sergio coming off, because he's probably been the shining light keeping the intensity and the standards high for Bali United out there, even as the game starts to slip away. Naboot. Cruz has got to work. Almost given a gift, but a late recovery from Ricky Fadrin, and then he does his good work giving it away. Naboot. Robbie Cruz. Naboot with time. It's a pinball situation. An unexpected Falcon. The ball at the feet of Lesiotis. Fashioned across, but to the shortest man on the pitch. Fans aren't happy as he gives away a foul. So subs coming up, but we'll look at the replay first.
Well, Andrew Naboot still asking the assistant why this wasn't handball. And the VAR, of course, in Champions League.
So Yabaz Ronnie, who had done a lot of work down that right flank, comes off for Siam Sudin Rahmat. And it's also Fadil Sasu who comes off. Mo Sidik Samima comes on, and Victory will make a sub as well. Jay Barnett, who we saw in Adelaide, is going to replace the first goal scorer of the night, Megan Busher. Thoughts on his 63 minutes, Andy?
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent. He's run the ball well. He scored a very good goal. Deserves a rest. They'll need him in the spate of games coming up. Good contribution from Megan Busher.
So Bali with a couple of fresh faces and fresh legs to try again. Can they leave with something, or will they go home empty-handed, begin preparation for their league title defence? Vicious pass from Lawrence Thomas has been intercepted. And it is one of those new faces, Ruckman, but he can't do anything on this occasion. The boot, by contrast, no, he's denied as well.
Yeah, it was a good pass from Donachie, who, as he was getting to the ball, just had a quick look up and saw that the boot was free. If he could get him the ball, and Donachie did that really well. Strong performance again.
Well, I'm very surprised because Ola Toivonen has been called to the bench and is taking off his bib, having a word with Carlos Salvatore. In the meantime, Robbie Cruz, he's away, cutting it back, behind Hope. Didn't want to use Cam Sober and instead skies it into the south end.
Well, he made the space quite nice. Onside was Robbie Cruz. He cut back Feliciotis. He made the space very coolly. Maybe by the shot, evidenced by the shot, he wasn't as cool as he looked. It's going to be 20-odd minutes of football action for Ulla Toivonen, getting back in the swing of things.
Is it the right call, Andy? I suppose, given the
if you need game time, if you need game time, sure.
Barnett hurried into the pass. Hope just delays and delays, and now Cruz. So plenty of defenders to contend with, but Naboot this time shut down at the last. To get some touches, get a feel for the ball in this game. The recent sub. Kemso into the path of Traore. Didn't meet it sweetly, but it's been left behind by Pacheco. Andrew Naboot hassling him. And Pacheco hassled too much. And that will prompt the sub for Ola Toivonen to come on. For Robbie Cruz, a goal, an assist, and he should get a warm ovation from the Victory fans.
Yeah, got a productive night. Referee sees fit to hurry Robbie along, which he obliges. Good performance. Robbie Cruz could have had another couple of goals really on the balance of chances. If you score and you set up and you force some good saves, you have to think that's a good night at the office in general.
As you can see there, it's Ola Toivonen's first game in a month exactly. So I'm sure Victory fans and football fans alike will be keeping a keen eye on him and hoping that his fitness is building back towards 100%. He doesn't suffer any further mishaps in the remaining 24 minutes or so tonight. Naboot gives himself up straight away after that foul on Ricky Fudry. Sergio. Big ball, Platje trying to insert himself, but Lawrence Thomas sharply onto it. Laziotis. Toivonen. Tiptoe around the slide tackle. Receives the pass. The greatest touch. So play resets with Donachie back in defence. See Victory trying to lift the tempo, but unable to really cut through the midfield on that occasion.
Well, you're going to be getting into the stage of the game now where as much as Bali United have been hanging on, physically you'd imagine they're going to find the going from about 70-75 minutes on very difficult. In the stage of preparation there for their season.
Just the one sub left to use as well. It's interesting because they do have full Indonesian internationals, Gavin Kwan and Lerby Eliandri, sitting on the bench. Both of them were in Indonesia's most recent World Cup qualifying campaign squad in November. I haven't seen either of them tonight off the bench as the flag goes up here.
Well, one of the better outcomes of the night so far has been the next step up the recovery run of Adama Traore. He's been very, very prominent down the Victory left-hand side. He's hit some really willing service into the penalty area. Each week he gets stronger and better and more like the Adama Traore we remembered so fondly.
That's a slip from Donachie. Platja, this is his chance. Broxham on his case, and Ruckman puts it over the bar. He's not the super sub tonight. Definitely Bali's best chance of the second half, and he's cooked it.
Well, the slip, the misjudgment from James Donachie really opened the way. Broxham there again, just annoying people, sliding in, attracting their vision at the key moments. It rushes the nervous system up. The striker skews it high when he should finish it. Don't underestimate that last-ditch effort from defending like that. On this instance, it was provided by Lee Broxham, not the first time he's done it. Very distracting for a striker.
So best chance, as you can see from that graphic a moment ago, it was their only shot in the second half so far. They'll get a free kick out on the wing here, which they've taken quickly. Lillard Parley, straight into traffic. Lesiotis, a couple of high boots, neither of them whistled. Play continues. And the snapshot shanked over the bar from Platja. That one was speculative at best.
Yes, difficult for Josh Hope to beat Pacheco in that situation, and the ball bouncing back into the zone for Platja, who pretty much just took a speculative swing at it.
So into the last 20 minutes of regulation, Melbourne Victory on track to advance to another one-off qualifier against Kashima Adlers. Winner of that one goes through to the group stage of the Champions League. Joining, of course, Perth Glory, Sydney FC. Very interesting to see Perth Glory play in the Champions League ending. I'm looking forward to that. It's a new A-League team heading into the continent.
Well, it's been very clearly stated aim of the club for a number of years now. I mean, all the clubs talk about qualifying for Asia, but Perth have been, as a club, very, very voluble in their attitudes towards the Champions League and their proximity to Asia, compared to the Eastern Seaboard here. I really see it as a part of the football world they want to get involved in. So it's a great opportunity for the Glory. They've worked hard for it, invested in this opportunity. Tony Popovic, the coaching appointment of him, has delivered that outcome.
Happy with the yellow for Stormroot here.
It's a free kick.
It does seem a little harsh. I think, he's right to throw his arms up in frustration. Paolo Sergio is going to win his second foul in a matter of seconds.
I mean, my delineator there, Teo, is if it's, as long as it's not violent play, if it's a football challenge, you go on for the ball, you just get it wrong. It's a free kick. It's these ones which are just callously and fully intentional in their aim to stop a play without playing at the ball. It just continues with impunity. I do find it amazing.
Just to finish on Perth Glory, of course, they signed Vinny Leah today. He was released by Adelaide for more opportunity, and Perth have come in and snapped him up. And I suppose when you've got a continental campaign to think about, he'll be vital depth to their midfield. Super veteran, Vinny Leah.
Well, we wish him the best. He's been a great servant for all the clubs where he's played. Melbourne Victory the first of them, of course.
He'll be no stranger to the long travel, having spent a decade at Wellington, of course.
You do wonder if Adelaide United are going to look to replace Vinny. They wouldn't have looked as though they were over-endowed with depth.
It's getting a little scrappy as players fly in, go to ground, and the result is victory ball. How many more have they got in them tonight? Caught on Toivonen, but he's thrown himself lustily into anything just yet.
Yeah, well, it gets into that stage, doesn't it, Teo, where you finish a game in a qualifier like this against an opponent such as Bali. You leave the field 3-0 victors, and people think, well, yep, you're through to the next stage, and basically we expect you to win by that sort of margin. Or do you grab the opportunity to try and bang some goals away and blow away the cobwebs in your goal scoring, which certainly let them down last Friday night in the A-League. The only team that can lament that fact, there's a few around the comp at the moment, but certainly it's Victory's opportunity now in this forum in a competitive match, you really start running through the gears.
That's good from Hope. Knew where Cam Sober was running, and Elvis takes it and goes. Lesiotis keeps it moving. Naboot! Oh, and Elvis flung himself at what looked like a mishit shot. And you can hold that one against him. He nearly made something out of nothing.
This is the case in point. Brilliant release again. And Cam Sober carrying the ball to the edge. Lesiotis does really well. Feeds Naboot. And it's got to be 4-0 there. This is neither a shot nor a cross. And it completely speaks to the lack of confidence the Ginners in front of goal at the moment. It'll change. The point is, this is the night to change it. You're going to get plenty of chances.
You're right. There's 15 live minutes of action here to hone the radar, celebrate a goal, feel good going into the weekend's A-League action. Bali United, they just want a collector's item to take home from their Australian holiday. They won't get it here. Naboot. Toivonen, and Naboot works through the gears. Does he go all the way himself? He won't be allowed to. Late challenge coming in from the sub, Samina. Modest 5,387, but for this stage of the Champions League, the Victory diehards and fans have done well. With the tennis on, it means the main car park for Melbourne Rectangular is out of commission, so you've got to improvise if you want to drive in. Of course, for those of you not in Melbourne, it is one of the best public transport cities to get to the sporting arenas. Hope here will be trying to make it 4 and keep the goals coming. That one is easy tickings for Hendrua. Ruckmans. Palo Sergio. Samina. It's a hit and hope at best. Lawrence Thomas comes out and grabs. Toivonen walking pace, but Barnett wants to speed things up. Cam Sober. Josh Hope. The shot's on. He screws that well wide.
Well, he's tightening up. Josh Hope has been stretching his leg out. He received that ball on halfway. And as he's controlled and looked up, for some reason he's decided not to drop the ball in for Elvis Cam Sober. Anyway, they take a longer, slower route to goal, which presents this shooting opportunity. Never really looked likely.
Ben Carrigan is going to be next sub for Melbourne Victory. I wonder if it will be Hope, as you flagged, Andy, that might be put in cotton wool. Up goes the board, and it's going to be Lee Broxham coming off. So he'll go via handing the captain's armband to Lawrence Thomas. And then he'll leave the pitch right in front of the main collective of Victory fans. And Ben Carrigan comes on. So that's all 3 subs for Victory, with Barnett, Toivonen, and now Carrigan entering the game in this second half.
Well, it is an extraordinarily rare sight to see the number 6 come up on the sub score.
I thought for all money it was going to be Josh Hope. Lee Broxham looks fresh enough to go another 90 minutes.
There's no question about that, but very clearly with the schedule coming up, I mean, they've got to go away to playing a team from the strongest league in Asia, and either side of that play the top 3 teams in the A-League. So you've got to rest your troops at some point.
Traore to Cam Sober. Traore was caught flat-footed. Toivonen again doesn't raise much interest beyond a walk once the ball wasn't being served up on a platter. Will he re-engage here? With the ball at the feet of Donachie. It's an accidental pass from Hope. but it's going to work out. The chain continues. Into the path of Elvis, he leaves it. Toivonen going to exert himself leaping for that. Grappling going on between Rahmat and Maru. Lilipalu sending it long. Rahmat, a great sprint to get near the ball. Didn't land anywhere near him though. Traore, and the deflection will take it out for a bit of a bonus corner for Melbourne Victory.
That's quite comical as Bali make the change. Not that they're making a substitution, but beautiful flick from Cam Saber to Traore, who was belting down the line again. In the middle of the field, around about the centre circle, was Oliver Toivonen waving two hands, saying, Adama, stop, I can't get there, slow it down.
Stefano Lillipali leaves the game. It's bright early, but definitely faded as the game has gone on. He's being replaced by Gavin Kwan, American father, but 9 caps for Indonesia. Briefly played for CFR Cluj in Romania, but the majority of his career played in the Indonesian leagues. And so, a corner to be taken by Toivonen. Hendriwan knocks it down. They haven't cleared the danger, and Barnett is denied by the crossbar. In the defence, Toivonen. How about that? Olwen Toivonen, easy as you like. Welcome back to Victory Colours, and welcome back to the score sheet. He hasn't risen much beyond a standing start. It didn't matter here.
Well, the Bali defence, all at 6s and 7s, and you're just thinking, what a pity for Jay Barnett. And then when you see this, you're thinking, thank goodness for the crossbar to deny the youngster. At a moment it would have been for him, but what a moment it is in general to watch a master in action. This is simply brilliant. That's what Victory have been missing. You can't coach that. That's pure class from Ola Toivonen.
His Champions League scoring record looking pretty good, even though it was defending that very much let Victory down in the group stage last campaign. He's back with a goal. That is good news for all concerned, and I suspect that'll put a smile on a lot of Victory fans' faces heading into that aforementioned tough run of A-League games and the Kashima game coming up.
Well, what they're looking for now, I just think, I don't want to hammer the point, but in the minutes that remain, 10 or so, including plus stoppages, what they need out of here is for Naboot and or Cam Saver to get a taste of goal scoring. There'll be plenty of space still. Salvatore hopefully will be driving the team to the end. Keep playing the ball forward, play it forward quickly, look forward. If it's on, play it. Let's get these guys in front of goal. Let's get into the swing of goal scoring.
First involvement, he won't be happy. He's come on and the team conceded almost straight away. Just tied up in knots there, Ben Carrigan. Managed to think his way through it with the help of Donachie. Fletcher. Rahmat. Oh, couple. Good touches from Rahmat, but no power. Allowed Lawrence Thomas to dive on the ball. Now Cam Sober, just a little top pass. The boot won't run it down. Rahmat's been a tricky enough customer that you wonder why he didn't start.
Didn't he, mate? That space beautifully. Really clever bit of play. Great technique. Maybe rushed it when he'd done all the hard work, which sometimes, a lot of the times, is the easy bit. You make that space, you face goal, and everything freezes, which is what seemed to happen then.
They Shots on target to just the 2 for Bali, but it sells short the threat they have posed at times to the victory goal. Keeping them out at the other end, another matter. Sergio's pass. Nuri. Diaz. Nuri to Platja. Donachie loses out. Platja just walked away, perhaps thinking he'd conceded a foul, but now at the feet of Hope. Tries to drive it forward. Naboot. Advantage given for late contact on Hope away from play, and Naboot just donates it to the keeper. The last 5 minutes we go. Can he find a goal? Can he find a confidence booster? Capsoba dispossesses Quan. Sore and proppy and bordering on a cramp for a few minutes now. Josh Hope, he's able to regain his feet and soldier on. Forced to defend his position on the ball. Toivonen just strolling, taking it easy. Eventually saw a pass that he liked. Hope, Naboot makes a break for it. No one in the box to cross to. Hope again. Let's telegraph that pass, intercepted by William Pacheco. Platja. Samima. Quan. 1-2 with Quan. Ruckmark calls for the ball ahead of play, but Platja is going to feed it to Paulo Sergio. The opposition this time. Not sure who the intended target of the pass was, whether it was in front of Barnett or behind Naboot. That is not. Ricky Fudry. Ruckhartz. Misdirected pass. So with 2 minutes of regulation to go, Andy, how do you think Victory will approach this Kashima game? Group stage has really been their nadir as a club, because we've seen Australian teams do such good things in the Champions League, and yet Victory, for all their resources and success, it's just been the code they can't crack, and yet they'll probably go into the Kashima game a severe underdog to even get that far this season.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, away, Kashima at home would be hard enough. That Victory's successes in the Champions League have principally been home-based. They haven't travelled well. And you know, this Victory team's not in as good a nick as some of its predecessors. I don't think there's any trade secrets been revealed there. So extraordinarily difficult next week with a game against arch rival Sydney FC in between. But, you know, 4-0 could have been more. It's a great confidence booster. The big ones they needed out of the game was, in my opinion, when Naboot and Capsoba to get some goal-scoring action, have had chances. They've got to break that cycle. This has been a great opportunity for that to happen.
Last minute of regulation then. Will Melbourne Victory round it out with a fifth, or is 4 enough? Lesiotis happy to concede 30 metres. Hope made to lunge. Toivonen caps over. Is this it for Elvis? He's got his goal. Out comes the flip. And Elvis Campsober finds the back of the net. Relief at last for Elvis.
Oh, look at the lips blow out. You don't reckon that's a weight off the shoulders? Not so much a gorilla now, perhaps just a chimpanzee on those very talented shoulders. Great touch. Cool finish. That's the business, Elvis. Might this be the dam breaker? I thought that'd be a backbreaker.
It's perhaps the least excited forward flip you'll see as a goal celebration, almost like it's in his contract just to pull one out if he finds the back of the net. And as we go to 2 minutes of additional time, it is a nice handful for Melbourne Victory. 5 goals to 5 different scorers. Bali United, who gave us some entertainment in that first half, have been more or less fodder in this second 45. Which is a shame. You feel as though if they'd scored one of those chances when the game was still 1-0, they might have hung around and kept the intensity high for a bit longer than it's panned out. So Kashima Antlers awaits. And they take a look at the footage here. You'll see a Melbourne Victory team that's been full of goals.
Three goals and a lot of subs. 2 minutes of stoppage time. I can't work this out. There is no algorithm, is there?
I don't think there's been any desire from the referees or from Bali to prolong things. They've taken a lot of their free kicks quickly. When the game was 0-0, we saw a bit more feinting and throwing the body around, but there's been almost no histrionics to speak of thereafter. And aside from one particularly memorable offside and maybe a few questionable yellows, I think it's been a reasonably refereed game. Put it this way, for an AFC match, I think you'd be pretty rapt. That will do. On to the next. Kashima Antlers await Melbourne Victory on their road to the group stage of the AFC Champions League. And the Australian club puts 5 past the Indonesian League champions on this opening night of Champions League action for 2020. That's it at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium. Melbourne Victory 5, Bali United 0. And 5 different scorers as well. Ola Toivonen's first action in a month. He scored. Robbie Cruz, a goal and an assist. Megan Basha got it all started with a very good strike. Elvis Campsover finding the back of the net on a night which will have blown the cobwebs out, I should say, for a number of Victory players. It will give them a bit of newfound belief and confidence going into the remainder of the A-League year, perhaps. The Kashima game does loom as a big, big challenge, though. Handshakes at full time. Bali United, they entertained, even though the scoreline certainly says that they were outmatched by the end of it all. Even some shirt swapping going on. Elvis Campsover's got himself a new souvenir. Carlos Salvatore, he'll be happy enough that his team has got that goal-scoring edge that they lacked so sadly over in Adelaide last weekend. And so, let's get the post-match aftermath. Archie Thompson.
Thanks, Dale. Yes, we're here with Ola Toivonen, mate. How's the injury? All good now?
Yeah. Took some time. Hope to be back against Adelaide, but time was not enough. And everything is good. Looking forward. Fun to be back on the pitch today, so yeah, can't complain.
Was that the plan from the manager, just to ease you in? Obviously, Bali United put up a good performance in that first half, but their quality probably not as at a level of Melbourne Victory. So were you only looking to play 30 minutes or so?
Yeah, I think so. He didn't tell me anything. But yeah, you don't want to miss the Sydney and then Japanese game and then Perth. So it's intense week. So you need to be cautious. And also when you've been gone for 3 weeks with a groin injury, you never know what can happen. So sorry, I'm happy with the 30 minutes I got. Yeah, continue.
Now your goal. Do you ever score easy goals, or are they always just difficult?
Stop it. Nah, I mean, the last 2 goals against City, I think, was quite easy. It was just easy tap-ins. This one was a little bit quality in, and yeah, I got a good hit in the ball, and yeah, beautiful.
And now on Friday night, obviously your focus is on Sydney FC. Maybe domestic form hasn't been great. You can turn your season around against a good performance against Sydney?
Yeah, for sure. As I said before, it's a big week coming up, big games, and I think it's going to be a full stadium on Friday, so we need to show up. But the boys look good. I mean, Adelaide, the second half against Adelaide was decent. We didn't get the result with us, so I think we have a good feeling in the group.
Hey, Ola. Well done, mate. Elvis, my man, I've got to give you a hug. Finally, the monkey off the back, mate. It must feel good to score your first goal.
Yeah, it feels great. I've been looking for the goal all game, so it finally came in the end. I thank God for that, yeah.
And your team's performance tonight, Bali United put up a good performance in the first half, but obviously yourself dominated in that second half.
Yeah, obviously the coach told us to come enjoy and play hard and try to win. But obviously we want to qualify for the Champions League, so that's what we did. We came and gave it a crack and played well.
And confidence for Friday night. You got your first goal. Hopefully there's as many to come. How important would it be for yourself to score in such a game like Sydney FC on Friday night?
It'll be very important for me, obviously for the team as well, because we lost a few games. So we need to start winning again. So I'm hoping to continue scoring goals and helping the team to win games.
Well done, Elvis. Good man.
He's a bloke who knows how to score goals, Elvis Kamsover. Came to Melbourne Victory, Andy Harper, off the back of some wonderful form in the NPL and has been fantastic for Melbourne Victory ever since arriving last season.
Yeah.
And tonight he caps it off with what we know he can do, is score goals.
Well, he's a real crowd pleaser. Point one. Point two, he's an incredibly dangerous player to have in your team. Very difficult to defend against because you've seen his speed, his close control, his turning ability. He's a real nightmare for defenders to handle, and he breaks the lines, he opens the field up, and in that, when it's an open field, he becomes even more dangerous. So it's not just that he seems like a great bloke and blah blah blah. He's a really, really good player and extraordinarily dangerous. He's just got to start scoring goals, and he's had bit of misfortune here and there, but he's so creative outside of the penalty area, but needs to score goals. When he does that, he's just going to be such a package for Melbourne Victory, and this is the type of ill direction, then misfortune he confronted. These are the sorts of spaces he makes. You can see how he has defenders on their toes. They don't know quite whether to go or stay. Then he attracts, because he's so tricky, he attracts 2 and 3 others and free space for other people. But then when it gets to the goal-scoring situation, until now, this is a really important way to break the duck or to break the cycle, because this is not a reflex action or a tap-in from a yard out. This is one of these key moments that Elvis has struggled with. In on goal, all the time in the world to size things up, for pressure to build, for defenders to maybe catch your attention and put you off your guard. Think about it. He possibly had to think about it, which a lot of goal scorers say that's not what you want to do. You just want to get into autopilot. And it was the nature of the chance provided for him by Ola Toivonen and the way that he put it away, which hopefully can be a dam-breaking experience and moment for not just the player but for this club. Melbourne Victory have played some good stuff without reward. It hasn't been a great season. Let's not paper over the cracks at this point. But the fact is, they've been in games, played well enough, but haven't got the goals, and Elvis has been one of the candidates. Well, let's hope, on top of the fantastic general play that he brings, undoubted quality in that, the goals on the back of it, starting with tonight for a really really good finish and put on for him by the master Toivonen. Victory, as any team would be, a much better proposition with him in the lineup.
Well, another player who got on the score sheet tonight was Robbie Cruz. He's been very good since returning to Melbourne Victory for his second stint. Here he is now with Archie Thompson.
Great performance from you tonight, mate. Man of the match. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall it was a good team performance. We, put in it's these games. You know what it's like. It's sometimes it's difficult. Maybe a lesser opponent. No disrespect to them, but we kept our professionalism and we got the job done, which is the main thing. So a few boys got some goals, and it prepares us for Friday now.
Yeah, your strike partner Elvis Kamsoba. I mean, he does so much off the ball, but doesn't get himself a goal. You must be pleased for him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he'd done something wrong down there when he's cursed when he missed that one down there. So we're really happy for him. He does so much work off the ball and. There's so much running and creates so many chances. It's really good for him and his confidence to get the goal there. And obviously Ola coming back as well, scoring a goal as well is really good for the team. And we have a busy schedule coming up, so we need all the players we can use now.
And how important was the performance tonight? Okay, against Bali United, but leading in to the game against Sydney FC, you wanted to build some confidence from this match?
Yeah, for sure. I think Adelaide obviously was a big week. I think we performed quite well the second half particularly. Yeah, we had probably 4 or 5 really good chances that game. Obviously didn't convert, and it's always a tough place, Adelaide. So I think this is a good confidence booster leading into Sydney, which is obviously a massive game for us. They're top of the table for a reason. They're playing really well. So I'm confident in our squad coming back together now. Tim's not too far away, and Tommy will be back soon from the other Roos. So we're building hopefully some momentum now in the next few games, and we can carry that for the rest of the season.
Okay, Cruzy, put your body on ice, mate.
Cheers, brother. Yeah, it sets it up nicely, doesn't it, for Friday night here at the Rectangular Stadium. Melbourne Victory against Sydney FC. The second half was impressive from Melbourne Victory halves. 2-0 at half time, and they really consolidated in that second 45. Robbie Cruz, a big part of that.
Yeah, look, and Robbie's description of very professional performance, I think it's fair to say. You have people on the edge watching it, people like me who want on occasions to push through for
biasa diajak-ajak game. Buka suaranya ya.